best of 7 between Baguette and Team MiA. Now, if you don't know who Baguette are, you're probably going to find out as time goes on, but they're basically a French alliance, and the first player here in the top left-hand side, how do I even get top left-hand side from this? In the top side of the map, it is Lilbow. Of course, he is from Millennium. But yeah, again, Baguette is kind of an alliance of a bunch of French teams. Millennium, AAA, and Nuit Blanche are the main ones. So players such as Petit Drogo, Marine Lord are in there, Chirp, Psionic, DNS, a bunch of top French players basically. So this is Lilbow in the top side of the map, probably one of the better players from Baguette. So let's again, a very strong start. Let's see how he does in the left side from Team MiA. A red circ player going for the 10 pool. It's lumpas. Alright, so let's see how this 10 pool is going to do straight away. It's just going to be a gate expand from a Lilbow. He is not going to be looking to Nexus first here, so already that's kind of a good start for him. Spawn pool finishes Overlord a little bit late, and we'll now be able to start up those extra Zerglings, though, and Sixlings are very soon going to be heading across the map. Overlord here is going to see that his opponent is not in the bottom side, and he'll be able to head straight up to the top right-hand side. So let's see what these 6 Zerglings can get up to. A couple more are going to be added on as well, and we're going to be following them across the map right now to see if they can get that damage done, to try and even up this game a little bit. So aggressive opening. Simon X core on the way for Lilbow. He's yet to make anything else, and I imagine he's probably going to try and well, I imagine he will probably put down a make a mothership core once that cyber core finishes. He starts a zealot right now, so that he can let it finish should he see early Zerglings, which he will right now. These first 2 Zerglings spotted by that probe, so he's going to let this zealot finish. Otherwise he would cancel it and just use those extra minerals elsewhere. So these first six Zerglings, you know, they tried to hide as best they could, but it didn't work out too well for them. And then first probe kill will go down on that scouting probe, and these 6 Zerglings about to head up in towards the main base. So 6 things coming up here, and they're going to start chasing this first probe. And a little bit of hull position might go there on those Zerglings, but not too much damage done, and good control by Lilbow so far as well, not losing any of the workers here as lumpas. We'll just try and do whatever he can. He might actually be able to grab this pylon which is building, and that would be pretty nice, and he will actually force a cancel there. So, you know, at this point in the game, you kind of just have to go with whatever you can get, and a bit of a mistake there actually. He's actually going to go for the Zealot, but the mothership core pops out at the same time. I don't think the Zealot's really that important to kill. I think he would have been better off trying to force another cancel on the pylon and try to slow his opponent down a little bit more once again. So, Zergling's going to be turned away here, as that Nexus does come down for Lilbow, and of course we have had Lumpus back at home. He did put his expansion down fairly quickly, but that went down just before that probe actually came in and scouted, so he's got this up and running. He's starting to take a gas now, but did he really do the damage he wanted to do with this temple? No, I don't really think he did. I mean, we're talking about 1 worker kill, which was the scouting probe. Yeah, it wasn't really the damage he wanted to do, so he's not in the best positions here. He did delay the Nexus by a little bit. But look at this, immediately from Lilbow, 2 extra gateways. And I wouldn't be surprised if he even adds on another one in his main base or something. Just goes for 4 gate pressure. Lilbow loves to play aggressive PvZ, and there's actually another gateway. It's not in the main base, it's right at the front doorstep here on the natural. He loves to play aggressive PvZ, and this guy is so good as well. If you guys watched him in a bunch of tournaments, I remember he had a good run through the ISO Holiday Brawl tournament, which was a base rate TV tournament. He actually took down, I think it was True there in the semi-finals, in 5 games. So you know, he can take games off of very good players, and you know, he does rely a lot on his aggression sometimes, and that's exactly what we're seeing now. Pylon's going to come down here. A bunch of Zerglings being made by Lumpus, so he's getting prepared for this. A Spine Call on the way as well, and these few Zerglings trying to make their way back. Zergling speed does start just now, and he might be able to try and get that pylon. He's actually going to come around the top side. He sees the pylon here, so he's going to try and get it. But I get the feeling Zealot will warp in just about in time, as this Zealot's going to come back and try and help it out. In fact, I think the pylon may fall. Okay, so pylon will go down here. The Zealot will get surrounded as well. And where's the probe gone? Is the probe being killed? No, I don't know where the probe's gone. Probe's gone back home, maybe? Okay, the probe's actually pulled back a little bit, and put pylon a little bit further back here. This has been a good defense so far by Lumpas. I mean, he kills the pylon, he's killed a Zealot, and he actually goes straight back into drones. He's going to get another Zealot now as well, so this is really nice for him. Lilbow not being able to warp in because he doesn't have a pylon up. Well, he can warp in just so far away. Ah, this isn't good for Lilbow, for Lumpas. I think the last thing you want to do is run straight past all of them units and take a bunch of free damage while doing so. His Zerglin speed is 75% of the way done. He's just made a big round of drones, so he just really needs to spam out units now. Even lads on Team 1 Spying Pro is realising, yeah, maybe has been a little bit too greedy, especially after move command and those Zerglins straight past them Zealots. As the Zealot is going to pick off one extra Zerglin there. So Lilbow going to be moving forwards and towards this natural very soon, or is he? He might just try and deny this third base. He'll be able to kill that drone there, as the Speedlings trying to catch a sentry. Well-placed force field will be able to deflect that, as a lot of Zealots continue on the production tab here, just warping in 4 Zealots at a time. This pylon back will go down, that will supply Lilbow for a little bit. As he's going to try and get this pylon as well, and in fact I think he might lose both pylons, but of course it will give his opponent the opportunity to move up this ramp. A few Zerglins, not quite enough just yet, but 24 more about to pop, and he's actually pulling the drones here, realising that he really just needs to try and keep these spine crawlers alive to do the damage. Actually hold positioning on these drones to try and help out. Zerglins coming in from behind to try and help out as well, and more Zerglins are popping out all the time here. 4 workers killed, 5 workers killed, but I actually think this is going to be a hold, and he's actually going to recall out, save the 2 sentries. And behind this, Lilbow will just take his extra gases. He's only been on 1 gas all of this time, so he's actually in a he's not in a good position at all, really. This drone is still in position at the third to take this, and he'll be able to drop that down. More drones being remade here. So 6 workers killed. The real problem here for Lilbow is his tech is just so delayed. He's going to drop a forge now. He's going to try and head into some extra tech from this point, but it's going to be very slow because he's only been on 1 gas. He's only been able to warp in. He's only been mining so much of that, and wow, so. Lilbow warping in a lot of sentries right now, realising forces are probably going to be quite essential, especially as I imagine the only real way he can follow this up is actually to go for a third base, because he can't really go for a 2 base all in. As Lumpas adds on a Baneling Nest, and he starts to research Burrow. Oh my god, what are we about to see? I don't even know. Lumpas has a bit of a unique playstyle, as I think we're about to find out. Bunch more Zerglins being made, and just sticking on 40 drones, so a very heavy Zerglin count, and just going to play with a low number of drones. He has Hallucinated Phoenix, sees no third base. He will find that over at this pocket expansion, which is a bit of a weird place to take your third, if you ask me, but oh no! Lilbow, his Zealot was not in hold position. He gets straight in towards the natural, and this is going to be some good damage done already. 4 probes going down, and now he goes into the main. He actually, Lilbow actually recalls into the main, into his main base to actually be able to defend. He will be able to hold position the Zealot, and these Zerglins are now stuck, but that's going to be some more worker kills at least. That's 5 now, and he will get a couple more, some force field going down that actually kind of traps some probes from doing anything. As these Zerglins will continue to try and move around more. There's force fields going down though, but again, the force fields just not the best. I mean, it took him 3 force fields, when 1 could have probably done if he landed it perfectly there, I guess, maybe. High pressure situation though, and Lilbow making a couple of mistakes here. Hydralus Den on the way for Lumpas. As his third base is finished up, guys. He's making a big wave of Banelings over here towards the third, well, what would be the potential third base of his opponent. Robo Facility and Twilight Council start up, but that's very, very delayed, and +1 is about to finish for Lilbow, which is the one thing he kind of does have going for him here. These Banelings, okay, wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is just going to be the Baneling landmine trap of the century. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, 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 no. It's going to happen. It's actually going to happen. Oh my god, the Banelings kill everything! They kill absolutely everything here. Every single sentry, every single Zealot. And, you know, with our Robo finish, he actually has no mobile detection just yet. He's about to get his Observer. But oh my god, I mean, his third base is so delayed, and behind this, more Lings coming out. That was so many sentries that he lost there. That was, what, 7 sentries? What an amazing trade just then by Lumpas. What an amazing trap. That is going to be top player of the week no matter what. Okay, maybe not quite, but what an amazing sick little strategy. And he baited, and Lilbow got baited pretty damn hard. 3 more gateways being added on. I think at this point Lilbow might give up on the third base and might just try and move across the map and attack. Maybe. Maybe. Because it's getting to the point where it's just so late to take the third base. He's going to put Pylon down here. Does he move across, or does he just go for the third base? He's going to run into these sentries once again, and these sentries having to use a lot of force fields to very simply just keep themselves alive. And again, his army composition is just Sentry Stalker right now, and early run by tries to go down. This time Lilbow does have his Zealot on hold position. Lilbow's floating so much money. There's a lot of gateways coming in, so he will be able to warp in a bunch of units, but he just doesn't have that much gas. He warps in some Stalkers, Changeling is dropped here, Hydra's being added on, Muscular Augments coming in as well. He's beginning to move across the map with this, and I think Lumpas may very well just try and go for a bit of an attack soon with this little Hydra army. And right now Lilbow just sitting close to this third base, looking to just sit here and defend this. +2 will finish for him as Hydra's actually coming along to the top side of the map, so interesting to see where they're maybe going to go as Lilbow just begins to move out. He's actually going to find these Balins morphing in, and very quick cancel there. And Lumpas will have a few more Zerglings on board, and he actually keeps the Overseer alive as well. And Lilbow just sitting back, so army is starting to mount up here for Lumpas. He doesn't have many upgrades though. It's going to be +2 on the Protoss army as force fields will be able to come down as well. Some Balins mixed into this also right now, so force fields are going to have to be pretty good, and the force fields should come down right now, and the force fields are really good, trapping a lot of the Zerglings in here. The Balins of course can't connect either. The Zerglings will try and go towards the main base, but that Zealot is still on hold position there, as Overseer Observer gets taken down by the Hydralisks. Lumpas attacking forward, trying to see what he can do. And Lilbow, the upgrades here are just so good, and of course the force fields mixed in. The force fields are great so far, and it's really just being able to split up this army, allowing him to just attack a little bit at a time. And for now, keeps himself in this game. It's just third base setups, things are starting to look a little bit better for him, but he is still just kind of mass Stalker and Sentry. Still no further tech from him, you know, no Robo Bay or anything like that. Just Blink, Stalker, Sentry. As Lumpas gets ready to go for another attack here in a few moments' time. As Stalker moves forward, he sees this army here and might try and pick off something. He doesn't have Blink, so he can get away quite easily. +3 does now start for Lilbow. As I wouldn't be surprised if he just adds on a bunch more gateways and maybe tries to attack with this, because again, he's not been trading too badly, and again, with +3 on the way, his army is going to be very, very strong, even against this Ling Hydra force of Lumpas. And of course, a lot of sentries mixed in as well, so force fields going to be quite powerful as a few Hydras make their way up this natural ramp. And Lilbow once again going to drop some force fields here. A couple of Balins squeeze through, but not really enough to do too much damage, as these Hydras are doing quite a lot at the front. A lot of these sentries going down, but a big blink forward by Lilbow will be able to clean out the majority of this. A few Hydras have made their way in towards the natural though, and a few going towards the main base too. And of course, he's actually burrowing these as they take some damage, so just trying to see how much damage he can get done. 9 so far, workers killed that is, and he'll be able to maybe pick off a couple more as a blink forward here. Kills off one more Hydralisk. And his Stalkers are gonna go down. We're gonna actually find a bunch of Overlords go down. Sorry, I'm talking shit. Blinks forwards and he finds 4 Overlords here, and that will put Lumpas very close to the supply block at a time where he really just wants to be making pure units. And Lilbow, with a pretty significant army supply advantage now, is beginning to move forwards. A few Roaches are starting to mix into this composition, and Roach Speed is on the way, but not here just yet. Some force fields coming down. And Blinks will begin, as the sentries still have quite a bit of energy as well, but a couple of them getting picked off at the front. More forces continue to fall here, as Lings and Hydras are continuing to be made, as we're pretty much out of sentries now, but there's just so many Stalkers, and of course with Blink, it might just be a few too many for Lumpas to deal with, and he will just call GG. Game number 1 goes the way of Baguette here, in this best of 7 all kill.